everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I decided to do a bunch of little scary stories that actually happened to me in my life, and I was inspired by Hailey Reese because she has a lot of things that happened to her, and I want to tell my stories, so if I actually tag you, you know why. I doubt she'll ever watch this, but anyway, maybe her followers will. Hi. Okay, so let me tell some scary stories that happened in my life, and if you don't believe me, it's okay. You can just watch for entertainment. But it is the month of Halloween, so I decided, why not? Let me fix this lighting because this lighting sucks. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, how about like that? Okay, anyway. So when I was younger, probably 3 years ago, I lived with this family, and we'll call them the family of, I don't know, I don't want to give them fake names, but I don't want to reveal their identity, so let's just say the family, right? They had 4 kids actually. Yeah, 4 kids. Yeah, they had 4 kids, and since I live in Vegas, my parents always went out with them, and I always stuck babysitting. Great! Freaking great, I didn't really mind, I love kids, so. Anyway, so yes, this is another typical cliches baby story time. I don't care. Let's just listen, okay? Now, by the way, I did tell the story before, so if you heard it before, then just listen or skip ahead. I don't care, because I did post it a long time ago, but it didn't work out, so I'm gonna tell it again. And it's Halloween, the month, so let's get this started. Anyway, so I was babysitting. There's 2 boys. One is he was a year old, and the second one was 3 years old. And they had 2 girls, and the 2 girls were sleeping, so they were in this other room, and I wasn't worried about them. They already they were the kind of girls that would always sleep first, and the boys will always sleep last, right? So I didn't really care. I was home alone with my brother, the 4 kids, and that's it. I don't think my sister was there that day. I would have known. So this is where it gets spooky. Okay, so let's just say I had this dining table, and then across the dining table was the high chair for the 1-year-old, right? So just keep that in mind, okay? Just keep that in mind. So every time I would text or something, I would look up, to look for the kid or whatever, and the hair chair would be there, and I didn't really pay attention to it much, but you'll see why in this story, okay? So the high chair you cannot see. You can only see the high chair part, the part where he would eat. You wouldn't see the legs, right? Because of the table or whatever, So I'm right here texting my boo. This was before I met Josh, okay? This was I had another boo. So I was just texting him, and I think I was mad because he wouldn't text me back. Typical women issues, okay? So he wouldn't text me back, so I was texting my friends. I was like, he does not want to text me back. And I was just mad. I was just seriously? And I'm stuck babysitting. I'm really mad. I'm really upset, because he didn't want to text me back. So anyway, so I'm just whatever, I'm really mad. I'm just seriously? You're really not going to text me back? You don't like me? You could just tell me you don't like me. You don't have to just leave me like that, So I'm just texting my best friend and everything on Kik, because we had Kik back then. And then all I hear is the rattle of the leg of the high chair. If the 1-year-old was going you know what I mean? I don't know, if he was holding it and rattling. That looks so bad. So I'm just his name was let's call him Mark. I don't know why. I bet my cousin doesn't want me to tell the real name. So I'm Mark, stop. And then I can't see Mark because Mark is so tiny, so maybe he was rattling it, but I couldn't see. I could only see the high chair part, the one that he was eating at. So I'm just Mark, stop. I have a headache, stop it, So it stopped, and I'm whatever, And the girls were asleep, so I'm just oh, I'm just gonna whatever. And then I hear the rattling again. I'm seriously? Mark, stop. And he didn't stop. And I was seriously? What the heck? And then I'm just whatever. So I stop, but then I get a little freaked out. And I'm okay, this is weird. So now I'm just not worried about the guy that doesn't text me back. I'm worried about the chair. Like, why is it rattling? Why does it keep rattling? It's so annoying. So then all of a sudden, I feel it again. And I hear I'm like, seriously, stop. So I get up, and as I'm about to get up and check on him, my little cousin, the 3-year-old, goes, Jenny. I'm like, what? And he's like, Mark is sleeping right next to you. I'm like, what? I look over, and Mark is sound asleep. Now, my living room has a little alcove. Like, not in the living room, kitchen. It's a dining room, then it's a little alcove, and that's where he was sleeping, right next to me, but I did not know that. So I was like, okay, was it you that was rattling the chair? He was like, what chair? I'm like, the chair. He's like, no, I was right next to you also using the tablet, because little 3-year-olds can have tablets, okay? So I'm like, okay. So I get freaked out. And I'm texting my friends. I'm like, dude, guess what just happened? You know, and they're like, what? Girl, what? And I'm like, the chair just rattled, you know. I'm just like freaked out. So then a few minutes pass, and my brother comes out, and he was like, Jenny, did you want something? I'm like, I freaked out. What? And he's like, it's because I thought that you wanted something, because I felt like you were outside my room right now. I'm like, no, I wasn't. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you didn't knock. You weren't there. I'm like, no. And he said, are you serious? Jenny, stop playing with me. I'm not joking. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I am personally freaked out by this. And then, like, the whole night, we were like talking about how freaked out we were that this just happened to us. Like, how, oh my goodness. And then we thought it was my cousin, the girl, because she's really creepy, okay? Like, she has long hair, like typical long brown hair, and like, oh my gosh, she was just creepy in general. I love her, but she was just creepy. Anyway, so another story. Jump to another story. So speaking of that girl, you know, like they lived with us for like a year or something. So she would always go in my room really early, because she always woke up early. If you're my sister and you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. She always woke up early. So she would like go to my room and play dolls for some reason, which is really creepy, by the way. And second of all, she would just like play with my dog Toby, and then like I would go to the bathroom, and I'm just like, what are you doing this early? Like, she was like 6 in the morning. So I'm like, whatever, you know, like she was just like that. So one morning I was sleeping in my room, and my room didn't have a lock on it back then, so anyone can just go in. Great. So I'm just sleeping, and then I hear like footsteps, and I'm like, oh great, she's up. I'm like, whatever. So I'm just like, whatever, she's up. So I'm just sleeping. And then I hear like footsteps running around my room, and I'm like, okay, she never does that. So I like wake up, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I like look over, because like my bed was like big, so like, and I'm short, so I had to like look over, and she wasn't even there. So I'm like, okay, maybe she went to the bathroom, right? Maybe she went to the bathroom. And then I like look again, and she's right there, playing. Like, how did she get there so fast? Oh! How do you explain these things? I don't get it. How do you explain these things? How? Like, kids are just creepy in general. Kids. Oh my god. Well, that was my story about babysitting and how kids can be creepy and stuff like that. And I want to start telling like more stories and stuff like that, but I have a lot more stories to tell. But there's a story that my mom's friend was haunted, so I want to tell that one. But I want to tell it with her, because she knows the story, and I don't want to tell it wrong, you know. I want to tell it like it is. So I might get my sister or my mom in this story, because like they know. And I was only like 12 when this happened, so you guys will hear about it. So If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe and all those things. And I'm gonna actually try to tag Hailey Reese. I hope she watches this. Because she really likes scary videos. So I hope she likes this. I hope you like this. Yeah, I mean, that was my story, and please enjoy and share and like and everything. So bye guys.